Because I know you said for you. So.
Yes, I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
You had come to Windsor when they had the NAACP Board of Education meeting, and Senator
I think it was
McCrory.
just a board of Education meeting.
Okay, but you guys were there for the earlier
Correct.
part, for the NAACP part. But what I'm addressing is, at the Board of Ed meeting, Senator McCrory had spoke up.
Representative McCrory?
I think it was he's Senator McCrory, right?
No.
Okay, that's good.
Rep.
Okay,
I
I'm sorry,
you're
I don't
about.
know all the titles, but he had said, we need the study at the state level. Have you guys started working on that? Because the education gap is not just Windsor, but it is statewide, and it needs to be addressed at the state level.
Sure.
And
So just to answer your question really quickly, the meeting that she's referring to happened at our last Board of Education meeting here in Windsor. And we all know that Windsor has been through an equity study, and a lot of folks have just been really concerned about our education system, generally speaking.
I homeschool.
And so, just again to answer your question, Representative Douglas McCrory and myself, along with all of the members of the Education Committee, have been looking into that on the state level. It's a huge problem, and for us to assume that we could address this issue all in one meeting, I think we would be naive, and I'm not suggesting that you're saying that, but it is definitely on the radar, and we have been meeting collectively to figure out how do we strategize, but also not come up with more legislation to throw down districts' throats, but how do we work alongside many of our districts to ensure that we're closing that achievement gap?
To help.
Yeah, so yes, we are.
And I had just a real yes or no question, yay or nay.
Whoa, yay or nay?
Yay or nay. If Obama calls you guys back to vote on Syria, are you saying yes, go to war, or no?
He's got to make the case before the Congress. My opinion is that we should not put boots on the ground in the Middle East. We have the experiences of 2 immediate wars. I believe that we need a coalition together that it's going to exert pressure. Now, both China and Russia have been bad actors in this issue. This issue could already be resolved if Russia and China will put the pressure that the rest of the world knows that they have to on Assad in this area. But I am not in favor of troops on the grounds. Sorties or whatever, humanitarian aid and effort, and I think the international committee that's on the ground there currently should assess the blame, and then the World Court, not just the United States, but the World Court. The President of the United States operates under a different standard. He has the security of the nation at hand here. And so that's what makes these issues complex. That's why the War Powers Act, which Congress has the authority to declare war, since Vietnam, this issue has been debated in Congress, and subsequently every executive branch, Democrat and Republican, and both branches of Congress have been at odds over this specific issue. Obviously, as a legislator and from the war power standpoint and the Constitution, I believe it's Congress's responsibility. But the President is the commander-in-chief and has a responsibility that supersedes a legislative responsibility and has a much larger responsibility than any individual legislator. I respect that charge and the awful weight of the office of decisions that he has to make. But that's my opinion, is we shouldn't have boots on the ground.
So it is 7:30. Wait, we're gonna stay. I just want to say this. It is 7:30, and I'd love to respect everyone's time here, all right? So John and I will be here to answer those questions. However, thank you so much, all of you, for coming out to this town hall meeting. We need to have more of these to talk through some of these challenging conversations that we're having literally tonight. But for those of you that are saying, look, you said to 7:30, this is it, we will conclude here. However, we'll still remain for individuals that just have questions and your hands are up. All right, sir. Go ahead.